A new update just dropped on Hypixel Skyblock and I'm here to tell you everything you need to know. This whole update is about a new fishing island that will change fishing forever. I'm talking about the Backwater Bayou. This island is already unlockable when you reach Skyblock level 5, meaning its focus will be around new players, but will also have interesting content for any mid to endgame player to enjoy. To get to the island, all you must do is help fisherman Gerald acquire the last necessary part to get this ship up and running. Then you can speak to Captain Baha to set sail for the bayou. Since I don't want to spoil any of the quest lines, this is all that I will tell you. The theme of the new island is very swamp-like, revolving all around junk and trash. When you first reach the island, you can immediately see a new NPC called Junker Joel. Joel will give you the new junk sinker, which converts all the treasure you fish up into junk. Luckily, this junk is not completely useless. Talking to Joel again, a shop will open where you can trade items for the junk that you fished up. Those items are a new fishing set with matching new equipment, a challenging fishing rod, a new talisman line, a new pet, and some other stuff related to the island. First, let's talk about fishing rods. All rods now have a new mechanic for fishing called rod parts. This is basically the same idea as drill parts. At the Roddy NPC, you can insert your fishing rod and attach a hook, line, and sinker onto it. Do know that just like the drill parts, you can only have one of each part equipped at the same time. So trying to fit more than one hook on a rod will not work. The hook part is used to increase the chance to catch certain things. For example, the uncommon hook will increase your chance of fishing up a common sea creature by 25%, while the phantom hook will increase your chance of fishing up spooky sea creatures with 100%. The total amount of hooks at this moment is 4, being the hotspot hook, the oasis hook, and the previous mentioned uncommon and phantom hook. The lines are focused around increasing fishing stats. A good example of a line is the Titan line. This will increase your double hook chance with +2. There are only 3 current lines you can put on your fishing rod. These are the shredded line, the speedy line, and of course the Titan line. Last is the sinker. This part is all about changing the fishing gameplay. I already talked about the junk sinker that turns any treasure you catch into junk. The variety of offered sinkers is a lot bigger than the hooks or lines. This goes from stat boost to materializing certain drops and even being able to catch things you couldn't before. In total there are 8 sinkers: the chum sinker, festive sinker, hotspot sinker, icy sinker, junk sinker, prismarine sinker, sponge sinker, and finally the stingy sinker. If you already played after the update dropped, you might have noticed that some fishing rods were sent to you through the Jerry NPC on your island. These are the fishing rods that are now considered useless after the update. You can scrap these rods at Roddy in exchange for a free challenger rod and their relevant rod part. All of the fishing rods that you can scrap are prismarine rod, winter rod, chum rod, sponge rod, ice rod, farmer's rod, phantom rod, speedster rod, and the shredder. So let's say you have a sponge rod laying around or donated to the museum. You can go to Roddy and scrap this to get a challenger rod with the sponge sinker already applied to said rod. And that goes for any of the rods that I just listed. This rod will keep of its enchantments as well as its previous applied reforge. If you wish to remove a rod part, you can do so by talking to Roddy and clicking on the part you want to remove. Roddy also has an Abby phone contact, meaning you can apply or remove any part you wish just by calling him. Hypixel has confirmed that there will be more rod parts added in the future. The Backwater Bayou comes with one more game mechanic: hotspots. Fishing hotspots are currently available on public islands. Backwater Bayou, Spiderstan, and Crimson Isles will be the only islands that have hotspots, for now. Hotspots are a very easy concept. On the water, or lava if you fish on the Crimson Isles, there will be a circle made of particles. If you cast your rod in this circle, you will be granted a stat buff listed above the hotspot. An example of this is +2 double hook chance. Furthermore, there are exclusive sea creatures that you can only catch by using one of these hotspots. And that brings us to the new added sea creatures. 14 new fishing mobs have been added that all apply to this new update. 6 of these are only catchable on the Backwater Bayou, while the other 8 are equally distributed between water and lava hotspots. The fishing level needed to unlock these creatures is all the way from fishing level 5 to 47. I will not spoil what the new creatures are, so that means you have to find it out for yourself. The last thing this update brought was balancing, starting with how treasure catching works. Treasure Chance is now an official stat in the game, and that means the items that gave Treasure Chance before have all been reduced to make it fit with it being a stat. Another balancing change lies with sea creatures. Many sea creatures have had their HP reduced by 10 times. The Sea Walker now has 100 HP instead of 1000, and the Squid now has 50 HP instead of its original 750. Some sea creatures also got reduced damage or had an increase in their gain XP when killed. Also, loot share now works on Sea Emperor skulls. Alongside this, there have been a lot of collection switches, additions, or removals. Of course, there were also a bunch of small changes that don't really impact the game that much. You will either find these changes when you play the game, or you won't. Nonetheless, these are all the major subjects that were added to the new update. If you found this video helpful in any way, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below what you want to see in the next Hypixel Skyblock update. Bye bye!